Hey yo everybody, how are you all doing today? And welcome back to the SSX Tricky Let's Play. Today, Elysium Alps is on the chopping block, so let's just get started. The Alps. An amazing place to go snowboarding, or so I hear, whether it be the virtual version or in real life.
SSX brings out the best in the field. The quarterfinals are where we separate the wheat from the chaff. And with this lineup, we're sure to make some bread today.
Yep.
Come on, give it up for Marisol! Give it up for Marisol!
No enemies.
Well, she's ready and raring to go, but I must ask before we get into it, are you ready and raring to go? And by that I mean, are you sitting comfortably? Have you had yourself something to drink? Elysium Alps is a long track, and usually whenever I do Elysium Alps, it also ends up being a rather long video. So I want to make sure that you're, comfortable for this, because it's going to take a minute. So, just settle in, relax, and chill, because there's not going to be anything but you, me, and Elysium Alps for quite a little while. At the very least 20 minutes, but depending on, how much I end up cutting out of the video, potentially a lot more than that. So, hopefully you like this pinkish orange thing they got going on. And also, hopefully you like me missing the shortcut, because there will probably be a lot of that. Staying on that top route is something that I pretty much can't do if I'm not actively playing the game. I'm so bad at that when I'm not, Pretty much last time I was able to do that consistently was when I tried to get show-off PBs on this track, and that's a lot of years ago now, so might be fun to get back to though. If you've seen on the rest of my channel, I've kind of been getting back into freestyle in SSX 3, but I haven't really done any more tricky show-off yet, but it's potentially on the to-do list. We'll have to wait and see. Definitely not Marisol though. No personal slight to her, even though I suppose it is a personal slight in a sense. But yeah, no, definitely not as good at top level show off as what Mac and even some other characters like Hiyori would be. Marisol definitely more of a racer. Now the thing about Elysium Alps is there's so many routes that I don't think I could even cover them all in 3 runs, so we'll probably just, go wherever, see what comes up, and just have some fun. Apparently the frames will do that weird droppy thing here as well, where it'll go to 30 FPS for some time. Still curious as to why exactly that started happening. Oh, guess we're going down to the river. Yeah, I should probably do this line not in the finals because it's so much slower than the alternatives, so I think next round we'll probably take the river then all the way around. This round we kind of ended up doing some sort of strange hybrid. One thing that's a little different about this game as opposed to the other SSX games is that whenever you're turning, you lose speed super rapidly. It's definitely not something that I'm super used to personally, so it's something that takes me a little minute to keep in mind for sure. Here we go, here's this. I think on the finals we'll probably try and take the rail up to the left, but for now it's fun to show this off too. Swing and a miss on that one. It does feel kind of smooth when you can get through that whole half-pipe challenge part there without messing it up even once though. Alrighty. Let's try and see if I can do this. I don't know if I'll really have the stats to. Nope, that did not work. Well, we'll try again next run, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe when you're playing for fun, Alaska might still be a little longer than this track. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This is going to be like a 4:33. It's not a particularly fast run. I don't remember what time I usually get on Alaska, but I think it's about the same when I'm just, taking it easy and messing around. Wow, look at the crowd completely freaking out. Second heat. Let's get it going. This time we're gonna hit this ramp off the rip, so we'll have a little bit more of an electric start. It's going to be nice. Should be able to get tricky a lot quicker like this. Give me that infinite boost. You know, speaking of tricky and infinite boost, I have mixed feelings on how they decided to implement the infinite boost in this game. It is kind of cool that you can just do a bunch of tricks and then you have infinite boost for the rest of the run. It really does incentivize doing those tricks, but then once you've got tricky, there's no real reason to do any more tricks. In fact, you'd kind of actively be throwing if you do. So obviously there's pros and cons to it. I feel like probably on tour did it the best, where you do have infinite boost for the rest of the run, but only if you don't bail or reset for whatever reason. If you do, then you'll have to get it back. On tour probably could have benefited from making you lose more boost if you do something. Because getting the full boost back is actually very, very easy on tour, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. I don't know. Be interested to hear what you think about that. What approach to the infinite boost is the best? 3 is probably the most balanced, but as far as the fun factor, I think you know, having the potential to have infinite boost for the rest of the run is kind of nice. So I don't know. Very interested. Maybe I should do one of those SSX surveys that I did a few years ago again. I've actually learned a surprising amount about survey writing from my degree, so you know, I should hope that it might be a little better next time I make it. The problem is, like, a lot of people, when you do a survey like that, if you guys remember, I feel like a lot of people just vote based on name alone, but realistically, there's not going to be enough people that remember the games in enough detail to where it can actually be a representative result without using names. So, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how I would combat that last time, because there were probably a bunch of people who voted for Tricky and voted for 3 specifically the last time, who just voted for it based on name alone, and they didn't even remember that specific aspect of the game. Obviously a lot of people would have, but that survey got like almost 300 responses, so there's no way, absolutely no way that everyone remembered all of that, all of those minute details that I actually asked for in the survey. But definitely was fun. Might certainly be something to do again. You know, I'm gonna try something. I wonder if it's possible to get this rail from down here. No, not like that. But maybe it is possible. It is kind of high up there, so I'm not sure. But it would be kind of fun to just hook onto it from all the way down here, wouldn't it? And there we go. Just go around the outside on that. Time to give this another attempt. We might need full stats on Uberboard for this to be easy. I'm going to try to have a wider line this time. Hopefully, maybe that'll help. Something like this. Yeah, okay. No, I grabbed the rail instead. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's not what I was going for, but I guess it'll do the trick. Why are we not turning around? Okay. Okay, sure. I guess I'll turn around by doing a 180 in air instead. That works just as well. That's apparently a trick book trick. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of trick book tricks when it actually comes time to do trick book, because I'll get some of them just by pure chance, which is kind of funny. Time for the finals then, and yeah, definitely looking like it'll be closer to 30 minutes than 20, I think, but well, maybe not the final video. Like I say, it depends. Whoops. It's just me not paying attention. Really putting your best foot forward for the finals there, Marisol. Absolutely killing it. Okay, I need one more trick before we get tricky. I think Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, I think we'll be able to get it up there, but I guess we're not even going up there, so that's fine. I was kind of saving this line for the show-off, but I suppose the game had other ideas. This is where we're going. Oh, it is kind of hard to orient yourself with the Spock. And like that I've said in the comments, we were kind of talking about it. Because I'm not used to having to manually correct spins and flips, it is a little extra tough. I probably should do a little more show-off, just, you know, not even only for fun and to improve on old PBs, but just to become a more complete player in this game, because, you know, there's two different kinds of skill when you play a game. There's the skill where you can get runs, which I can do, but then there's the skill where you can effortlessly play and not fuck up a lot. And I can't do that because I'm not that familiar with the different scenarios you run into in Tricky here. And that's really something that you can only get from just putting in a bunch of hours and messing around and experimenting and just having fun. And that's why, you know, I'm so much better at that in 3. And I'm pretty good at it in On Tour, not as good as 3. And I'm kind of bad at it in this game. Or it's certainly lacking relative to the other 2 games, that's for sure. There we go. This time we didn't fly off the edge. Sweet. Okay, here we go. Gotta try and hit this without getting tossed off it, ideally. I'm not gonna go full speed. I know you can, but I'll probably just end up flying off the edge of it, which I have no interest in. So there we go. Ow. Can't wait to get my stability stat up to where it needs to be, eh? Okay, let's try and do this. Don't know if I'll be able to get this, but we'll give it a shot. I don't know if I like this angle. Ah, so close. Yeah, I've completely forgotten the right timing for it. It was surprisingly close considering how very much out of practice on it I am now. So, you know, I give that like a C-. Maybe we'll get it on the show-off. Who knows? We shall wait and see. But that's the Elysium Alps race. Whew. And take a breather. Now then, it's time for the show-off.
You've got the goal.
Okie dokie. Give me those stability points. I want them. Thank you very much. And apparently there's not a new movie ready for us yet. So pop and pop. Time to get trickin'.
Time to show them what this girl can do.
Absolutely, Marisol. Let's pitter-patter, pitter-patter, let's get at her, like Mac would say. There we go. This is definitely one of my favorite show-off tracks in this game. I really enjoyed going for, I don't remember what my all-time PB is on it, but it's probably around or close to 3 million. I don't know if I could do a second trick there. Probably better not to risk it. I do know you can jump up there and pick that up, but probably not going to mess with that with such low stats. Here we go. Alright, so this is the time I was actually expecting to show off this section down here. Oh, really? That didn't land? I'm surprised by that. Gonna struggle to get this now, I think. Yeah, I won't be able to do an Uber trick on the 5 times. Well, that's not fun. Rip to that. Yeah, that's another thing that I need more practice on this game, is like, the trip turns are really hard to work because I don't have the experience of knowing when they're going to happen. Trip turns in On Tour are still worse than in this game, but they end up happening to me more in this game because of my relative lack of experience. I definitely know you get far, far more trick turns in Tour though, if you actually know what you're doing. It just so happens that I unfortunately do not. Oh wow, that didn't make it. Wow. Kind of a poor showing so far. It's a good thing the gold medals in this game are piss easy. This game really could have benefited from some platinum medals. Or just some sort of, you know, just adding more difficulty levels and stuff. It's one thing that SSX kind of suffers from in general is the lack of difficulty customization. Or make it? Nah, couldn't quite get enough speed to make that. Yeah, the lack of difficulty customization is kind of a real backbreaker. I know you can customize the difficulty in single event in this game, and I also know the difficulty increases as you go in World Circuit. But it never really gets hard enough for it to actually make a difference, really. It's all just kind of different degrees of easy for the most part. It's similar in 3, where you have the same stuff, where the AI does get tougher as you play, and in single event you do have super AI. Really? Okay, that's not gonna land. That's okay. Yeah, it's similar in 3. You do have super AI in the single events, but again, super AI is still not that hard. It's not even on the level of Platinum Medal, which, I don't know. Definitely think the games could have benefited from that, but c'est la vie. Maybe if the SSX modding keeps running its course and making great strides at the pace that it has been, maybe we'll eventually be able to make a hard mode. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, don't go for another flip, that might not land. Definitely not a great start, but this is where you can rescue any run, really. The half pipe. Never been too good at getting these 5 times all the way up here, and I also forget this rail actually starts very late on, so that kind of sucks, but yeah. Just gotta try and avoid those gaps down there. Got a multiplier at the very least. Oh, please, no. Been in the business of just barely missing the 5 times this run, holy crap. This one might hit on the way down if we're lucky. Nice, okay, good. So we at the very least got 1. That's good. Very nice. Can you land a 3rd trick here? We're sending it. Aww. Could not land the 3rd trick. That's alright though. And there we have it. Let's go for a little bit of slalom. Okay, never mind. No slalom. Rip. Okay, one more attempt at this. Feeling a little better about this angle. There we go. That's what it's all about. Oh man, I remember when my runs would come down to getting that. Nerve-wracking every time. But there we go. There's Elysium Alps in the books. Very, very nice. Definitely messed up a lot of multipliers in that run, but hey, we got there relatively safe, so that's good, I guess.
I'm cool, I'm hot, and I am #1.
Congratulations. The
Very
gold is
true.
yours.
Both with the gold medal and the top spot on the leaderboard.
You've earned a plate. Well done. You're an SSX
Alright.
veteran.
Okay, now that the stability level is as high as it is, I'll probably start doing 2 on each stat from here on out, just evenly increase it. I don't remember which board it was that we unlocked though. So I'm not sure. Let's see here. Wind Aider. Okie dokie. Might as well switch to that and get a new look before we call that good. Oh, Wind Rider. Oh, of course. Yeah, don't mind me. I apparently can't tell apart A's and R's. But there we are. That'll do it for today's episode, everyone. Not as long as I thought it would be. I guess maybe I've gotten quicker at playing Tricky than I was back then. But thank you all so very much for watching. Appreciate it very much. I will catch you all in the next one. Have yourselves an absolutely bang up rest of your day. Take care and goodbye.